With nothing more than a 20-second clip of sprinkling salt, Nusret Gökçe went from washing dishes in Istanbul to becoming Salt Bae, the so-called saint of seasoning. In a matter of months, he was rubbing shoulders with Lionel Messi, serving Arabian royalty, and presenting $2,000 gold-plated steaks. His restaurants expanded into a billion-dollar global empire, while his videos racked up millions of followers and billions of views. But the throne he built for himself didn't last. From barging onto the World Cup field to grab Messi for a photo, to shocking customers with outrageous bills, to facing lawsuits over worker exploitation, Salt Bae's rise has been matched by a very public fall. Once celebrated as a culinary artist, he's now dismissed as a social media gimmick, even a symbol of the absurdity of internet fame. So how did he go from viral sensation to international controversy? Let's trace the story of Salt Bae's downfall, from humble beginnings to global fame and ultimately disgrace. Nusret Gökçe was born in 1983 in the small village of Pashalı, Turkey. Raised in poverty, his father worked as a miner, and Nusret himself was forced to leave school by age 11 or 13 because of financial struggles. He found work in local restaurants and butcher shops, starting with dishwashing before becoming an apprentice. Despite having no formal culinary education, Nusret was determined to master his craft. He traveled to Argentina to study meat cutting and grilling, and later worked in New York in roles ranging from waiter to chef. For years, he dedicated himself to long shifts, 7 days a week, before completing mandatory military service. Then came the viral moment that changed everything. In early 2017, a short Instagram video of him slicing and sprinkling salt went viral, pulling in over 16 million views in weeks and eventually surpassing 200 million across platforms. The internet christened him Salt Bae, and fans hailed him as a meat artist. Capitalizing on the fame, Nusret leaned into his persona, posting more stylized videos, engaging with fans online, and expanding his Nusret restaurant brand around the world. But behind the glamour of $1,000 steaks, employees painted a very different picture. In 2019 and 2020, staff at his Manhattan restaurant sued him for withholding tips. Settlements totaled nearly $230,000. According to reports, management even fired workers who spoke up. Online, critics mocked him, great at sprinkling salt, terrible at sharing with employees. In 2021, more lawsuits followed. Workers in New York and Miami accused Nusret of misclassifying roles, avoiding overtime pay despite 60-hour weeks, and fostering a toxic environment. A year later, 24 employees in Miami sued again, this time over an 18% service fee they claimed was pocketed by management. On TikTok and X, accusations of discrimination, sexual harassment, and unfair firing policies spread like wildfire. Salt Bae posted about his global family, but offered no apology, only fueling further mockery. Business Insider later reported that his restaurants fostered a culture of fear and extreme masculinity, with unsafe working conditions. In Boston, health violations forced a branch to shut down. The image of Salt Bae, the entertaining chef, was being replaced by Salt Bae the exploiter. Then came the moment that accelerated his downfall. December 18th, 2022. The World Cup final. Argentina had just defeated France, and Lionel Messi celebrated the biggest win of his career. Suddenly, Salt Bae appeared on the pitch, uninvited. He pulled Messi aside for photos, even as Messi tried to avoid him. He grabbed the trophy from a child, kissed it, pretended to bite it, and even bit a medal. The world was watching, and the backlash was instant. FIFA rules are clear. Only players, coaches, and officials can touch the trophy. Fans, media, and players alike erupted in outrage. On TikTok, videos of the incident went viral with captions like, "This is the pinnacle of cringe." Reddit threads compared him to a party crasher blowing out someone else's birthday candles. Even FIFA president Gianni Infantino unfollowed him on Instagram. Global outlets from BBC to ESPN covered the scandal, and memes painted him as the ultimate symbol of arrogance. Salt Bae defended himself, saying he loved Argentina and that he'd never step on a pitch again. But the damage was done. In the aftermath, his Yelp ratings plummeted to just over 2 stars, with reviews blasting not only the food, but also his reputation. Brands cut ties, customers boycotted, and multiple restaurants closed under financial strain and lawsuits. From more than 30 locations at its peak, the Nusret chain has now shrunk to around 20. By 2025, branches in Beverly Hills, Las Vegas, and Dallas had all shut down, and reports say London revenues dropped by nearly 30%. Boycott hashtags trend regularly across TikTok, X, and Reddit, where memes portray him sprinkling salt on his employees' wounds. What began as a quirky internet persona is now viewed as a cautionary tale of ego, exploitation, and collapse. Today, Nusret insists the lawsuits are baseless and claims he's still focused on expansion, with new restaurants planned in Mexico City, Rome, and Milan. But with 5 out of 7 U.S. branches already gone, many doubt he can ever regain his former glory. His story is a reminder of how fragile internet fame truly is. In 2017, Salt Bae embodied passion and perseverance, rising from poverty to global recognition. But scandals, from exploiting workers to crashing football's biggest celebration, turned him from a viral sensation into a symbol of arrogance. Talent alone, it seems, is not enough without ethics and humility. So, can Salt Bae ever make a true comeback? Or has he sprinkled away the last of his reputation? Let us know what you think in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more celebrity stories.